What's up, everybody? It's Maisha Edmond, licensed cosmetologist in the state of New York, also a certified trichologist. Super excited to be here as usual. I am live on Instagram, trichology underscore 911, also live on my Facebook page, Maisha Edmond, and also on YouTube. And that is also Maisha Edmond. What's up, everybody? How is it going? Listen, so much to talk about. I am so excited. Hey, Flow and Flawless is in the building. So excited to be here. Listen, it is a great day to be a trichologist. It is a great week to be a trichologist. It is a great year to be a trichologist. I just want to celebrate just so many wins. Also like from my community, my personal powwow sis has really dominated yesterday, and I wanted to highlight that as well. But I want to talk to you today about maximizing. I got notes. Maximizing your space as a trichologist, also being a help, establishing significance in the space around you, and then finally, I want to celebrate a few wins. So, if you're on now, later, what's going on? Let me know where you're from and all of that jazz. Okay, now listen. Why is it important to maximize your space as far as being a trichologist? And what does that mean? So when I say maximizing your space, if any of you are in smaller spaces, you know my story. You'll hear this probably forever until I change where I am. But the building that I was in at the top of the year, I am no longer in because it was sold. And so I had to make a quick turnaround, and I went ahead and got into a suite. Now, I came from a suite before, but this is before I really started taking trichology seriously. And I just, it was just kind of like in or out. But long story medium, I ended up getting a suite, and I was just kind of like, what am I going to do? Am I going to, just kind of be in the dumps about being in a smaller space because I had like the full clinic and the office and all the things? Or am I going to dominate? Am I going to maximize? And while I did, I was in my feelings and I was kind of like down, I did end up maximizing. And what did that do for me? Well, I'm in a day spa. And because I'm in a day spa, like it's like a bunch of things going on. There's like the regular salon floor. There are massage therapists. There are lash techs. There are waxing. There's waxing. There is a barbershop. There is a nail salon. It's like all these things. And I am the only trichologist in the building. And so I decided to maximize the space that I'm in. I went ahead and put everything in there that I could fit without it looking crowded. And I was literally able to bring a buzz also just by, hey Faith, also just by that's not Faith, is me. Is that Diana? Oh no, hey. And that was really by being able to just show the difference. And so I was literally able, hey, to maximize my space. So I do have all the trichology things in it. And let me tell you how this worked. It allowed me to become a help. When I talk about being a help, be a help in whatever space you're in. How did I do that? Well, when I was walking out my clients from my area, they would ask me, the other stylists would ask me, okay, like, what are you doing? Like, what is it that you do? And so it ended up that a stylist that works in the day spa came to the suite, and she asked me some questions, and I was able to not only help her to get a cranial prosthetic, but also get her in a treatment plan. And then she started to refer her clients to me for hair restoration. And so me just helping her and just saying, hey, yeah, you don't have to wear that wig if you don't want to. You can wear this, or you can use a cranial prosthetic, or you can do these treatments or whatever. And so I was literally able to help her, and that was really good. Now, that also leads to establishing your significance in the space around you. I am significant. You are significant in the space around you. How do you do that? Because you have to dominate the space around you. And that's not bullying. That's not, just like bombarding people, but letting them know that, you have something that other people don't have. I remember just a few weeks ago, I went to like a salon centric and I was getting some color. I saw a salon that was open and it looked really pretty. So I walked in, I said, "Hey, what y'all do? Like what's going on in here? This is really nice." And so I was talking to the lady. She tells me, "Oh yeah, like I do extensions and I do color." I'm like, "So what kind do you do? What kind of extensions?" And she's like, "Oh, I do all types of extensions except for the ones that are braids." So we were talking, and then she said, "What do you do?" And I said, "Well, I'm a trichologist." And she screams, and she's like, "Oh my gosh, there's only one other on Long Island," which isn't true, but whatever. But I'm near her, and so I was able to not only help her, but I was also able to offer her my services, and I was already prepared, right? So I made sure that I was already prepared. And how did I do that? I made sure that I know how to read blood work. I know how to apply cranial prosthetic. I know how to um, do treatment plans, like all the things that I've been doing. My website is set up. I have my links are clean, all those different things. And so you have to look at that. You have to look at the fact that you have to have everything put together. Now let's celebrate a win because I don't want to be up here all day, right? So yesterday, one of my I want to say my trichology sisters, mentees, all of that stuff, she had a $10,000 day yesterday. I am so proud of her. I can't even. Okay, first of all, trichology is still needed. I just want to tell you that trichology is still needed. It's really not about the money per se when you're doing the work, but also know that if you're a trichologist and you know what you're doing, you should be paid, and you should be paid properly because you're getting the results. You're getting the results. You're doing what needs to be done. I want to celebrate her because she was one of my first mentees in 2020. She reached out to me maybe in 2019, and we were talking here and there. In 2020, when the world shut down, um, she was asking me, like, how am I going to do this and that? And I'm like, well, listen, you got to finish school, whatever, whatever. This is what we're going to do. And so I was working with her while she was still training. Um, when she did her trichology clinicals, she was the first ever recipient of the award that they gave out, like a scholarship or some kind of award. She was the first ever recipient because she had gone through my course case studies. And that was a big, big deal. Then sometime after, because we talked about like, pricing, we talked about like just positioning what she would do. I remember she was in a suite and she got like a bigger space, and she was like, doing her thing. And one week she called me, she said, "Maisha, I had a $15,000 week." And I was just like overjoyed because I'm like, she knows what she's doing. She's establishing herself. And it's really kind of tough to transition from being a regular stylist to a trichologist because you don't know what's needed. You kind of don't know what to talk about. You kind of don't know what is necessary. You don't want to talk over people's heads, but you also don't want to be one that is like so simplistic that it's like, "Oh yeah, girl, all you got to do is open a refrigerator and get you whatever and put it on your head." Like there's more to it. And so that week that she made the $15,000, I was over the moon. Well, yesterday she's texting in our chat, our group chat, and every step of the way she says, "Okay, I have a consultation, I close the deal. I have another consultation, I close the deal. I had another consultation, I close the deal." She literally saw only 3 people for consultation. And from consultation, which is also paid, she was able to close 3 deals, and she had a $10,000 day. Trichology is still needed. If you're not up here making stuff up and you're really able to help people, people are going to pay to maintain you. They're going to see your value and they're going to do what is needed in order for you to help them, yes, and also for you to like really feel like, okay, I'm doing this thing, right? So of course it's more than the money, but is money too. Why? Because it's not a hobby. Like, you're in business. But how do you do that? You have to understand the business behind the business of trichology. Trichology is a business. I know people feel like, oh, I'm called to it and I just want to bless the people and I want to help them. And that's fine, but it's also a business. And so trichology is a business, but there's business behind it. There's business behind it, just like beauty is a business, but there's business behind it. And so you have to understand the intricate workings and the foundation of trichology so that you can do what you need to do. And so that people feel comfortable listening to you, referring you, coming to you, trusting you. And that's really, really big. I have a client that said to me, my husband said he sees my hair going back. And I'm like, yeah, like that's what we want. That's what we want. We want results. We want your esteem to be lifted. We want your confidence to be set, and all those things. So it's really, really important. So if you see behind me, if you're on YouTube and Facebook, Trichology 911 is having the Bloodworks Masterclass. Again, that's going to be on June 24th at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That is not next Monday, but the Monday after, I believe. So if you don't see it on Trichology 911, Trichology underscore 911 on Instagram, you could just go right to my link tree and you will see that link. Let me see. Can I do this? Can I put this here on Linktree? Slash. Let's see if it works. Okay, well, it worked on YouTube. So it's Linktree / Maisha underscore K underscore. So if you are like, you know what, I want to have $10,000 days, I want to have $15,000 weeks. I need my money to be up. I did spend all this money on school. Also, not only the master class, because I always do strategy in every session, every class, every powwow I do, but also this summer, I am opening back up mentorship. There's group and there's one-on-one. There's group and there's one-on-one. And so if you are interested in doing group mentorship, go ahead and just say me in the comments if you like, or you can just go straight to my inbox and just like, Maisha, give me the information. The masterclass for blood works or reading your blood. The blood work is also Afterpay is available. So that is definitely an option. But also mentorship is available. The membership is open, and I have group and one-on-one mentorship. So what's the difference? Group is at a set pace. It'll be 6 weeks. We'll get everything done. It's a bunch of people. You know, you get your support. There you go. One-on-one, you have more access. It costs more, but you have more access, and I'm able to kind of get you through sooner. And that mentorship will be me for a set amount of time. And I'll be able to just really just cultivate your business and give you all the things that I know and really pour into you one-on-one. Group, you'll get, you'll still get that intimacy, but it's less, it does cost less, but there's more people, so I don't have a much attention like one-on-one, but it is still just as valuable. So let me know if you're interested. Super excited. But as of now, Linktree / Maisha underscore K underscore for the Blood Works Masterclass. Let me move out the way. I don't know if you can see that, but it's going to be absolutely amazing. So if you want to be able to make $15,000 a week or $10,000 a day or whatever it is your goal is, even more, then link up with me. I cannot wait to work with you. Have a great day today. Maximize your space. Happy hair growing.